Hi, and welcome to your weekly juice. Tips and advice on how to boost your confidence, conquer self-doubt, and keep you pumped all week. I'm Louisa Jewell, author of Wire Your Brain for Confidence, The Science of Conquering Self-Doubt. And today I want to talk about how much self-doubt is actually healthy for you. You know, a lot of people think that self-doubt, we should just eliminate it, right? Never have self-doubt, and wouldn't life be great without self-doubt? But in fact, you always want to have a little bit of self-doubt. When you're starting something new, you're going to have self-doubt. When you are, trying something for the first time, you're going to have self-doubt. If somebody puts you in a situation that you've never experienced before, you might have a little bit of self-doubt. And that little bit of self-doubt can be very helpful to help you perform even better. So let me give you an example of something that happened to me the other day. So I was speaking to 150 medical doctors. Now, I've never spoken to this audience before, and I'm thinking to myself, wow, medical doctors, they are probably going to want to know a lot more about the science, and they might be a little skeptical. They might ask a lot of questions. So I was a little nervous about this one. I had not self-doubt, but because I know my stuff and I know a lot of the science behind it. So I wasn't worried that I, didn't know the topic. I absolutely know my topic, but I wasn't sure exactly what to tell them, how to craft it. So I had a little bit of that kind of self-doubt. And so I was kind of stressed, and I spent a little bit more time working on the presentation than I normally would. I don't usually get stressed out before I speak because I've been speaking for years now, so I'm used to it. But this time I had a little bit of stress. Now, I engaged in what's called subjective overachievement. Now, subjective overachievement is a consequence of self-doubt. Now, what that is when you're feeling self-doubt, what you do is you pour more and more effort into it. You might spend hours and hours and hours working on something to make sure that it's perfect and that it's really good. Do you do that all the time? Is that how you manage your self-doubt? Because that's how I used to manage my self-doubt. If something was supposed to take me 5 hours, I'd spend 50 hours, working on it to make sure it was perfect. And it was exhausting after a while. So I learned how to stop engaging in subjective overachievement. I learned how to spend a normal, appropriate amount of time working on certain tasks. But again, when I had a little bit of stress with this, a little bit of self-doubt, I reverted back to spending a little bit more time on this presentation than I normally would. Now, what happened? Because I spent a little bit more time on this presentation, the presentation actually went really well. It was very well received. In fact, many of the doctors came up to me after the talk saying how much they enjoyed it, how they really need to learn more about this topic. The event organizer contacted me to let me know that she heard a lot of positive responses. So what happened was that little bit of self-doubt propelled me to put a little bit more time and effort into something that was, new for me, never spoken to this audience before, and we had an excellent result. So sometimes a little bit of self-doubt can propel you to do better and perform better. So it's not all that bad. All right, I hope you liked this tip. If you did, please share it with your friends. And if you want more tips and advice on how to boost your confidence and conquer self-doubt, you can sign up for my newsletter. I hope that you have an excellent week. We'll see you next week. And in the meantime, go kick some butt. All right, see ya.